Hey everyone, Joey Abrams here with Royal LePage Performance Realty. I just wanted to touch base with everyone, get you your monthly market updates. This is the first in a video collection that I plan on doing semi-regularly to get you guys all the data that is out there with respect to the Ottawa Real Estate Board. Make sure that you have all the information. This is the first video, like I said, so I'm not sure what the production value is going to be like, but please bear with me. Give me some feedback. We're going to make this as good as it can be for you and your real estate needs. So as we get started, I just want to make clear, as an agent, I deal in two separate types of markets. So the first market, as it pertains to the statistics, is the residential market. And that contains everything from your two-story, your bungalow, your detached, your semi-detached, your townhouses, anything that a single-family home dwelling would contain. The other market we deal with primarily is the condo market. So the condo market are any unit types within a condo corporation where you would pay a fee to the condo corporation to maintain the outdoor areas or the common areas to your respective condo. So with that being said, let's delve into some numbers. We're going to start with the residential market and the units sold for this past month. So for the month of November 2018, Ottawa Realtors actually sold less than they did in 2017, 870 units versus 938 a year ago. That's a decrease of 7.2%. However, as compared to the 5-year average, November 2018 is still above the median. As a matter of fact, every month this year and last, we're at or above the 5-year trend. This is important as it tells us that you need to be careful when comparing one month to the other to gauge the market unit sales. Large sample sizes are always the better way to go with this. So let's take a look at the prices and see if they follow the unit sales at all. So the market for the prices, and this is dealing with average prices, you'll notice a much larger gap between 2018 and 2017 as you look through the chart, and a huge gain as compared to the 5-year average. So house prices are up across the board and in a big way. As for the year to date ending November, we saw a 5.1% increase in the average sale price from just above $424,000 in 2017 to just above $446,000 this year. So with that increase, we're going to talk about inventory and tell you kind of why that's happening. And that's going to happen right after we talk about the condo market. So let's look at the condo market. And to understand the condo market, you need to know what's happened in the past little bit. So about 5 or 6 years ago, there was an overbuild of these condos in the Ottawa area, and it really hurt the demand. And with the demand being hurt, the prices got hurt as well. So condos are back, and they're back in a huge way. So let's look at these numbers and tell you why. The condo market remains red hot through the fall, and although the month-to-month units sold from last year remain steady, the year-to-date numbers are blowing away not only the 5-year average, but the numbers from last year as well. We've already eclipsed the sold units from last year, and it looks like after December, the numbers will eclipse the 4,000 units mark. An amazing number when you consider 3,588 units were sold in 2017. As the end of November, we are at 3,866. So with all of these condos being sold, you must think to yourself, man, they must be giving these things away. Well, they are not. So let's check out the prices and see what's happening with the prices. We are seeing real solid numbers for average prices during the last 2 quarters of 2018. Average prices have risen from $270,676 the year to date, November 2017, to $278,330 in 2018. That represents a 2.8% increase. The average was an increase of 3.7% this time a year ago when you compared the 2016 sales, which totaled 260,983. So the condo prices are up, the house prices are up, we're selling more units than ever. What is going on? Well, to discuss that, we really have to go into the inventory discussion. The months of inventory is a simple calculation which tells us how long it would take to deplete the current market of all of its inventory. So you'll take all of the active listings and you'll divide that by the listings sold in that current area, or timeline, I should say. So with respect to months of inventory, the numbers that we're looking at and what's widely accepted as a chart is if you're at less than 5 months, you're in a seller's market. Depending who you talk to, they could say 4 months, 5 months, but generally in or around that timeline, it's going to be seller's market. 5 to 7 months, you're in a balanced market, and anything over that, you're in a buyer's market. It's been a while since Ottawa's seen a buyer's market. That being said, the numbers for November are in, and it is a seller's market. So for the month of November, we're sitting at a residential months of inventory of 4.6, while the condo market is showing slightly lower months of inventory at 4.0. That being said, with all of this information that I've been giving you, it's just kind of teetering the line of the seller's market. And I was at least wondering, well, why is that the case? If we're talking about the market and it being so listing starved, what is going on? Well, to find that out, I went back even a little bit further and did a little bit digging, and I came up with this graph. When you look at this chart, the interesting thing about it is you'll notice a drastic decline in the total number of listings from month to month as measured by a percentage. It's important to note that this percentage change is based from the same month in the previous year. So it's a compounding effect when you look at the 4 years going month to month. In November 2015, total number of residential listings available was just under 7,000. In November 2018, that number shrunk to 4,016. As a percentage, we've had double-digit decreases in inventory month to month when compared with the previous year since August 2016. This recent decrease in listings from what had been the norm is creating a much higher demand, which in turn is increasing the prices across both markets in Ottawa. But because the demand is so great, our sales numbers have also increased. So there you have it. There's your Ottawa market at a glance. I'd love to talk to you more about this. There's one thing that you should know. These stats are for the Ottawa Real Estate Board, so it encompasses all the areas as an average. I also have to my access numbers that are particular to maybe your neighborhood or district, so if you'd like to know a little bit more about those numbers, I'd love to help you out and have a conversation with you about that. You know how to get a hold of me. My number's on the email. If there's anything I can do for you, remember, I'm always here for you. Thanks so much. Look forward to talking again. Take care. Bye.